What is up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Wild Game Wednesday. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. And once again, we have a super fast, super simple, and super delicious recipe to share with you guys. And that is because today we're making some ground venison garlic butter sliders, Hawaiian roll sliders at that, which is just amazing in general. So I'm gonna go over the ingredients with you guys here real quick, and then we'll hop right into it. This is a recipe that I guarantee nobody's gonna complain about. Everyone's gonna love it. It's probably gonna become a household favorite because it's super quick, super simple, and like I said, super delicious. So to go over the ingredients real quick, obviously we have the ground deer meat. If you don't have the deer meat, feel free to use ground beef or whatever. Then of course we have the Hawaiian rolls. We have some onions to cook up with the deer meat, add a little bit of flavor. We have your favorite type of cheese. Mine right here is pepper jack, which is super good on this. Then we have a little bit of mayonnaise. This will help add some fat because, as y'all know, ground deer meat's super lean. So add a little bit of fat there, a little bit of flavor. It will help make everything come together. Then we have some butter, some garlic, because we're making garlic butter for the top, and a little bit of parsley flakes just for color to help with the presentation. So without further ado, let's hop right into it. We're gonna cook the deer meat with the onions first. Should take about 5 to 10 minutes, and then we'll just start layering everything together. The whole meal overall should take no more than about 30 minutes, so let's get right into it. So we're gonna go in with our onions here. We have a little bit of olive oil in the pan. We're just gonna throw all these in and start sauteing them down. We're just gonna sweat these onions down a little. Should take about 1 to 2 minutes, and then we'll throw the ground deer meat in, and that'll only take an additional 4 or 5 minutes. We're gonna go in with a little bit of squeezed garlic. We're also gonna use this later, but I just saw it over there and figured might as well add a little extra garlic flavor because in the end, these are garlic butter sliders. So add a little bit of that, let the aromas start to come out. And now that that's sizzling, let's go ahead in with all of the deer meat. This is 1 pound of ground venison. This is actually from an Axis deer. But we're going with the full pound here, and this should be plenty for all those sliders. So I'm just kind of stirring it around a little bit, opening it up. Now we're gonna go ahead and season the meat. Garlic salt. This stuff is delicious. You can put it on pretty much anything and it makes it great. So a healthy amount of that. And then just whatever type of rub or seasoning you want. Add a good amount of that too. We'll stir that in, let this cook down 3 or 4 minutes, and then that's really it for the cooking part, and the rest is just layering everything all together. At the end, we are going to shove the sliders into the oven, paint them with garlic butter, and let them just toast up a little bit, probably about 5 to 10 minutes. While that meat's cooking down, let's go ahead and prepare the Hawaiian roll. So you're just going to take the whole pack, just like that, because we're just going to leave them as one big pack while we cook them, and we're just cut them. So obviously this is not a bread knife, but this is what we have. We're just going to make this easier on us. Flip the keyboard over so we don't have the ridges. We're just gonna make a cut all the way through the middle, through all the pieces here. Doesn't have to be perfect. Keep cutting it. We should be left with 2 halves, so just like that, perfect. We're gonna add some mayonnaise. You definitely don't have to add mayonnaise, but I like to do it because it helps keep everything moist, keeps it from drying out, keeps the bread from drying out on the bottom. And it just adds a little bit of flavor. But if you're not gonna add mayonnaise, I would recommend adding a little bit of melted butter, painting a little bit of melted butter on there. But we're just gonna add a thin layer of mayonnaise all over this bottom piece. And then we'll melt our butter and garlic and everything down so we can get ready to paint it over the top of these before they go in the oven. So we're gonna melt our butter down now. We have 8 tablespoons of butter, which is just 1 full stick. Add in some garlic. Obviously, if you have fresh garlic, use that. I'm just so tired of cutting garlic that I just use the squeezed garlic whenever. So we'll add in that probably about 2 tablespoons, and then parsley flakes. Parsley really doesn't add any flavor, it's just mainly for the color. So it's gonna make it look nice and pretty whenever we put it on top of the bread. So let's go ahead and throw this in the microwave. Should take about 25-30 seconds to melt that down, and then that meat's pretty much done. So we'll throw it on here, paint the top, throw them in the oven, and then dinner is ready. So the meat's browned right here. Once again, it only took about 5 minutes, so we're just gonna take it now and we're just gonna make a layer of this on our Hawaiian rolls. Nothing special to this, just put it on there. We do want it to be pretty even though. We're just gonna dump it on and spread it around. And you would not want to do this like before you preheat the oven. You want to have the oven ready, but when you put this on, it's gonna start making that bread soggy just from the grease dripping down onto it and just from being hot. So definitely want to have your oven ready, preheated. We're doing it at 350, 375, anything like that is good. We'll get all this on there, spread it out, and then what we're gonna do next is throw on the cheese. Like I said earlier in the video, you can do whatever cheese you want. I am gonna be using pepper jack, or actually I think this is jalapeno jack, because they didn't have pepper jack, but you can use Swiss, Colby Jack, cheddar, American, whatever you want, it does not matter. Just stick that on there. Okay, now we just spread it out evenly. Some is gonna fall out, have a couple casualties, but that's all right. And that is a lot of meat. I think we could have used a bigger pack of Hawaiian, but it's all good. Pick up some of our extra. That's looking great. Okay, let's go in with the cheese now. Completely cover it in a layer of cheese. I'm not a huge cheese person, so some people might put like triple layers of cheese, but I'm just gonna go with one thin layer over the top of everything. It should be perfect. Got like 6 or 8 pieces of cheese, I think will cover this. One more little piece for that corner. And that looks awesome. Okay, next thing we do, the last thing. Take our bread, put it back over it. And right before it goes in the oven, we're gonna put our garlic butter with parsley right on top. I don't have one of those little brushes over here, so we're just gonna have to spoon it on, unfortunately. If you have a brush, definitely use a brush, but give it mixed up real good, and then just lay it on. It's gonna fill in those cracks, sit right on top, really soak up all the good flavor. All right, there we go. Mix it around, make sure the top of the buns are covered. Just like that. And now let's go over to the oven and throw it in. All we're looking for here is to warm up that bread a little bit, maybe toast it a little bit on top, not much. Hawaiian rolls are good just as they are, but we're gonna throw that in there. Set the timer for 5 minutes, and now we wait. Okay, the time's up. Let's take these out, see how they look. I can already tell you, they smell great. Anything with garlic butter is like my love language. Oh, look at that. Nice and brown on the top. You can see in there the cheese is melted. Ooh, they're a little toasted. Looks amazing, looks delicious. We're gonna let these cool a couple minutes and we'll pull them apart, take a bite out of them, and yeah, ready to enjoy. Make a cut right there, down through. Pull these apart, see what it looks like on the inside. Oh, delicious. One right there, throw that on the plate. I mean, guys, I think I could eat this whole thing of Hawaiian rolls by myself. That's how good they look. They smell good too, but just slice them up and dish them out. Wow. Beautiful. Okay, I can't wait any longer. Let's go ahead and take a bite. Okay, I wanted to do a signature cheese pool, but I don't think I can because I already cut them apart, but y'all look at that. Beautiful. All right, time for a bite. I don't know what it is, but something about how simple it is to cook ground meat and to making super simple recipes like this that are really delicious. I mean, it's a win-win no matter what. Guys, these are really delicious, really easy, really simple to make. Like I said, only take about 30 minutes from start to finish. Pounded ground meat is all you need. Onion, optional, you really don't need it. Season it up, throw it on a Hawaiian roll, paint on some butter, and you're good to go. That's a quick, easy meal you can make at home and that you can utilize your ground deer meat for. Instead of just throwing it in a hamburger, throwing it in whatever, make something fun, something interesting, something creative, and something that everyone's gonna love. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hit that like button, leave a comment down below. Subscribe if you're not already. Hey, and leave a comment with some recipes that you wanna see me try out. Whether it's a ground deer meat, deer shanks, deer steaks, deer backstrap, wild hog, quail, pheasant, I don't really care. Leave something down below that you want to see, and we'll see if we can make it happen. That's it for right now. Until next time, peace.